I was sitting here talking to my man earlier, and like spirit was moving me on something that I need y'all to pay attention to, because y'all not really understanding what the fuck's really about to happen and go down. And this is not to scare people, it's to make y'all aware, because I'm getting to this space where I'm realizing like people ain't listening. I gave warnings to people personally, and I should have done this on TikTok. I gave people warnings of things that was going to happen before it happened when it came to Hurricane Helene. I'm gonna break it down what Hurricane Helene was doing, spiritually speaking. All right, so Hurricane Helene in cardology, the whole energy of Hurricane Helene is the Three of Spades, and that's my birth card. Not my birth card, but my planetary ruler in cardology. The objective of Hurricane Helene was to let y'all know there's an activation of major change coming. That was a warning hurricane. That wasn't like a hurricane that was just like, oh, it's just gonna happen and then it's gonna be done and all that extra shit. Three of Spades represents the crossroads. It represents a time of new direction. This is what's happened collectively, 111 as I say this on the timer. So I need y'all to understand, at the crossroads, that means that spirit is coming through. The portal is opening. We are in the times of revelations. I would forever tell people this shit. And what has completely shifted, I was telling my friend when I was pulling cards the other day, I said, a lot of people in life are not about to be the same after Helene. People are not even going to be able to go back home. It's supposed to completely shift so many people in a new life direction that's meant to be activated with this hurricane. And what ended up happening? It fucked up a lot of the Southeast. Okay? I was actually upstate in South Carolina when there was 1.3 million people without power for a whole weekend that went crazy. It goes to show to you when apocalyptic shit start to happen, how a lot of people ain't looking out for each other. And y'all really think that was something? Baby, we're not done. I've been watching the hurricanes. Hurricane Kurt in 2 days became a category 4. 2 days. And it ain't even hit the inlands. They're talking about that it's supposed to hit the east coast of the United States. I'm trying to tell y'all that these water spirits is coming back karmically. This is Saturn and Pisces. So I need y'all to understand one thing, a part of the divine feminine coming back, Christ consciousness coming back, is attacking environmentally. And who is the energy connected to the environment? The mother. The mother's coming back to restore things with spiritual cleansing. It is not a coincidence that in the middle of elections that you see dock workers going on strike. This is something pivotal, because not only are the dock workers tired systematically where they can shut down a fucking economy where people can't get food and shit, but then you got the hurricane coming in that's gonna fuck some shit up anyways. A lot of the major docks are in the East Coast. I need y'all to get what the fuck is happening. I will most likely pull cards on this to give updates on what's really shifting karmically in this, but I need y'all to understand that this is the beginning of a lot of things that's coming down to completely crash economically here in the United States. And this has been happening since the solar eclipse in Aries back in April. Some of y'all, if y'all have not paid attention about that, Aleph X. Aleph represents beginnings in Hebrew. It was an Aleph X that formed on top of the United States of the last eclipse here, hitting the United States up until the next 200 and something years, almost 300 years. So we ain't even going to be around when eclipse shows up in the United States again. It's a reasoning for that. It was saying Christ is back, but not Christ that you think religiously. Christ consciousness. A lot of y'all, why do y'all think so many people collectively been going through so much healing and purging this year? It's the transformation of the heart chakra and the solar plexus to the collective since April this year. And a lot of y'all who's been running from the healing, this eclipse season, this lunar eclipse in Pisces, is trying to prepare y'all for the healing of the Nine of Hearts year of universal love. Nines always bring major endings to things. You don't think it's going to be the ending of the empire next year in the year 9? And we're coming in also astrologically from Pluto and Capricorn in retrograde, where it's saying this is the end of the governmental systematic shit. because Pluto in Aquarius is going back to power of humanity. But humanity cannot come together without love. So all of us gonna have to go through some apocalyptic shit to come back together. And the thing is, a lot of times with like us shamans and oracles, we will be foreseeing shit and we will warn people and people don't listen. I remember telling my friend what was going to happen. She took that shit lightly until it all happened. Like, damn sis, you said things is going to happen how I did. I said, exactly. Y'all have to understand the times of old used to come to oracles like us and shamans, right? Where we foreseen shit happening to the kingdom and the kings, right? The kings are the royals. They took heed to what us oracles said because they prepared. They actually believed in shit like that, and it happened exactly as we foreseen it. There's gonna come a time where people gonna come back to people like us. Y'all gonna try to run to the church. Ooh, let me explain this to y'all, because y'all about to be mad at me. For some of y'all Christians, I don't give a fuck. Y'all are going to be running back to us, and we're not going to be found anywhere. We're only going to come out to give the prophetic messages when it needs be. But a lot of us has been divinely appointed to be in hermit mode a lot for spiritual protection. There's going to come a time where we're going to come out to give more messages and speak truth on things. But a lot of people going to run to the church, and they're going to be realizing the church is not going to give them the answers. And they're going to come to us. And a lot of us who are gifted with astrology are the ones who's going to be foreseeing a lot of shit. I will forever tell people, I don't give a fuck how much you read about astrology. It's a divine orchestrated gift. Because people who are truly astrological, we foresee things. The ancient astrologers were clairvoyant. We were able to foresee shit with the stars through the spiritual eye. We wasn't going through these systematic modern day systems with astrology. We were actually divinely guided through the spirit world with astrology. We were divinely connected to nature to look at the appointed times. We didn't need this shit. So I need y'all to understand that shit's about to for real go down. And I need y'all to prepare. You know how many times the past 10 years people was like, stock up on food and shit, do what you gotta do. I'm telling you right now to just protect yourselves. I need y'all to be divinely guided at this time and be connected. There's also going to be a video where I talk about the woman, because I got so passionate talking about this to make y'all realize that y'all are going to have to rise, because people are going to be needed to look up to us women soon. We're going to have to heal. My sisters, y'all got to heal, because y'all healing plays a huge part in Christ consciousness shift. And Christ consciousness are the healers, because the healers are divine feminine energy. Number 757, as I say this on the clock, like, I need y'all to understand, this is coming in of the end of an empire. And it's like y'all not paying attention how mothers coming through nature to fuck shit up, to make y'all realize we coming to change this shit. But we ain't gonna be able to get y'all attention unless we do something like this. Everybody has 818 as I say this. There's so much abundance and prosperity, but karma all coming in the mix. Look at this shit. 1313 as I'm saying this. This is so divinely aligned, because synchronizations is coming through as I'm giving this message. I need y'all to prepare for what's to come, because this hurricane season is about to look damaging. And I should have had said something a long time ago, because looking back on some of my TikToks from months ago, I said, I'm going to give y'all divine revelations how bad hurricane season is going to be this year. Because hurricane season plays a huge part in universal shift and changes for the collective. So I need y'all to pay attention to Hurricane Kurt. Hurricane Kurt has literally went to a Category 4 within 2 days. And it's supposed to be hitting the East Coast. So we seen Hurricane Helene go all the way through the southeast and the south, and now the East Coast about to get their karma. Y'all don't think that the United States don't have certain spells on certain regions of the United States? One of the biggest ones is the East Coast. That's where the fuck Washington, D.C. is. Mother's coming back to say I'm knocking all that shit over. Prepare, baby. I need y'all to understand what's about to happen. I'm going to go further into this tomorrow, but I'm just letting y'all know things ain't looking good. It's not. And I need y'all to prepare to understand, like, y'all have to get y'all spirits right and get spiritually connected, because the answers is through spirit. And y'all too busy caught up in this material world, ain't finna help none of y'all. I love y'all. We'll talk about this later more.